Hi you guys, today I am going to be discussing 10 things that you can do while on a raw vegan diet or juice fast. Now keep in mind, this is not for everybody. Some people love to heal in the comfort of their own home. They don't want a social life, which is totally fine. This is only for my people who are healing and want a bit of a social life. So before I even get into it, I do want to point out that I will be breaking this down into 3 parts. The first part is what you can do during the day. The second part is what you can do in the evening time. And the third part is where you can go on vacation, because my people love to travel. So let's get into it. So number 1 is what you can do during the day, and that is going to a tea bar. I love going to a tea bar, but before I even dive into it, I want to point out that I am not talking about boba tea. So please don't pull up at the boba tea place like, yep, Whitney recommended this. That's not what I'm talking about. Now, typically people who are on a juice fast, they typically just want juice. And some people lean more towards a liquid diet, which includes nut milks and also tea. So if you are more so on the liquid side, I would highly recommend finding a local tea bar that you love, a tea bar that actually uses loose herbs to make your tea, and they have a wide variety of tea options such as chamomile, jasmine tea, moringa tea, whatever you love. I typically go to this place called Tea Bar, and I get all of my loose herbs from there. I also get like teapots from there. It's a really nice place. They also sell food as well, more so croissants, and I don't feel that temptation. So I love just hanging out with friends and doing things like that with them. So if you are interested, please look up the local tea bars near you, test it out, and see if it's your touch. So let's get into number 2. Number 2 is a smoothie or a juice bar. And when I say this, I am not talking about Smoothie King. So please don't pull up at Smoothie King like Whitney recommended it. No, I am talking about places like 3A Juice and Robex, which is juice bars here in Atlanta that only use fresh organic fruits and vegetables to make your smoothies and your juices. Now, I love going there to work. It's a great environment where you can just grab a juice or a smoothie or even a salad. They have a lot of raw vegan options as well. And I just kind of lay back and like be in my zone and get some work done, because I work from home and I hate being in the house all the time. And for anybody who works from home, I know you know that feeling. It sucks to be in the house every single day. And so sometimes I just go there and I just kind of chill out. Now keep in mind, places like this, all of their options are not great as far as like taste wise, because sometimes when you go for juices that are primarily vegetables, they, are not so tasty, but they are healthy. And most of the juice bars do use masticating juicers, not places like Smoothie King, because that's just about smoothies. But most juice bars that use fresh fruits and vegetables, they use masticating juicers to make it. And also, they don't add in all of those artificial flavors and syrups and agave. They don't do all of that to make it tasty. It's really about health. What do you want? What do you need to heal your body? And that's what it's all about. And that's why I love a lot of the juice bars. I know a lot of people say, I prefer to juice at home, which is totally fine. I never went there when I was on my juice fast, but not because I didn't want to, but because it wasn't on my mind. But I think that you get the maximum vitamins and minerals when you do get juices from places like this, because you typically drink it within the first 20 minutes, which is when you get the maximum vitamins and minerals from your juices. So I don't think it's a bad thing, but I want to be honest and let you guys know I did not try it on my 90-day juice fast, but that is a place that I go to frequently and I love it. And I hope that you find a place close to you that you can go to as well and enjoy yourself. So let's get to number 3. Number 3 is spa day. Now, I know I told you guys I love going to get IV therapy, which is getting my vitamins and minerals intravenously. But guess what? It's not just some type of doctor's office or anything like that. It's considered a spa. So when you go there, you're greeted with water. You also get a private room to yourself. The lights are dim. You have a flat screen TV. They provide blankets with a reclining chair. You can also invite, your family to come. They're in a room with you. I typically take my daughter with me. It's such a freaking vibe. And typically when you go to the hospital or, a doctor's office, it kind of reminds you that you're unwell. And no one wants to be reminded that they're unwell. And so going to these different spas really kind of calms you and kind of avoid things like anxiety and depression and stress that comes along with stepping into a doctor's office or stepping into a hospital. So if you are healing your body or suffering from any chronic illness, please have a spa day. Now, if it was something I could do every day, I would, but whenever I could get to it, trust me, I do it. Also, while I was on my 90-day juice fast, I got a lymphatic drainage massage. The absolute best. I kid you not, it's so good for your lymphatic system to get everything flowing. It's not like your typical massages. If you ever got a lymphatic massage, you know what I'm talking about. Also, if you want to get a facial. Now, I never got a facial because, you know, the fruit would typically brighten your skin anyway. You know, even just eating vegetables, it really helps the skin. But I'm not against facials, because if you just want to like kind of help it clear up, you can definitely get a facial. So you guys, schedule your spa day so you can get out more, because you deserve it. You deserve to feel special on your healing journey. So let's get into these evening activities. So evening activity number 1 is going to the movies. Now, I know that sounds basic, but baby, when you're on a juice fast or a raw diet, it's heaven sent, especially when you want to have a date night with your loved one and you're just trying to, you know, get cute and step out. If that's the case, go to the movies. Choose a movie that's been out for a while, so the movie theater is half empty, if not empty completely, and go there and just kick back, watch the movie. Now, when it comes to food, now you guys may disagree with me on this, but when it comes to food, their food is expensive. So typically, even way before I became raw, or even before starting my 90-day juice fast, I would take my food with me. So it would typically be a bowl of fruit or a green juice or anything that was healthy, nuts and seeds, whatever I wanted to take with me. I would put it in my bag and I would take it with me in the movies, because I was not spending my money on their snacks or their popcorn. It was not happening. Pack your lunch up, or pack your dinner up, or pack your snack up, whatever you want to call it. Put it in your bag, go in the movie, enjoy yourself. Like, why not? It's a great touch. You don't have to stay at home all the time. I know a lot of people love to watch movies at home now, since we have Netflix and Hulu and all of these different things, but sometimes you need to step out. So if you want to get out, baby, get a movie that's been out for a while. Go in that movie theater with your loved one, or go on a date and enjoy yourself. Number 5, I love mentioning this because I did it for my birthday, which is sip and paint. So my friends decided to take me there for my birthday last year because they knew I was on my juice fast and I couldn't eat or do anything of that nature. So we went to sip and paint. I brought in my juices. They were 100% supportive, and they allow you to bring juices in. Now, I will say, all of the sip and paints that I've been to in Atlanta, they did not offer food. It was only drinks. So I don't know how they do in other cities and states, so you might have to check into that. But I know here, strictly drinks, and a lot of people who have temptation, it's really not so much for the food. For the drinks. It's really about the food. So, you know, bringing in your own juice and enjoying yourself, it's an amazing experience. And I'm speaking from experience, because I had so much fun. I literally had a ball, and it made me forget that I was even on a juice fast. And when you're around people who support you, you will feel the same way. So if you are trying to get cute and go and hang out with your friends and do something fun where they get to do what they want to do as far as drink and have fun, and you get to do the same and enjoy it with them, that's a way for you guys to come together and just enjoy each other's company and not feel like you're compromising something for the other. So I hope you do this for the next girls' night out, and let me know how it goes. So let's get into these vacations. Last year I went to Mexico, and I went to this all-inclusive resort, and as soon as I got there and got out the van, they were putting drinks and food in my face. It was no way possible I could even live a healthy lifestyle going on vacation to places like that. So I started to get creative when I started to really focus on my health journey, and came up with number 6, which is treehouse. Now, I know it sounds crazy. But if you look up these tree houses, oh my God, you're surrounded by trees up in the air, beautiful tree houses, and you're surrounded by oxygen. So it helps you heal your body. You can bring in your own food, your own drinks, and just enjoy yourself. Like, if you're just trying to have a little vacation where you're not around a bunch of people and you can kind of chill out, but also bring a loved one or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the situation is, kids, whatever you want to do. We have so many new options out here that we don't take the time to look up, and this is just one of those things. So if you're just looking for a quick getaway and you want to do it and make it cozy, you don't want to go to an all-inclusive resort where drinks and food is involved the whole entire time, please go to the tree house. I know they have tree houses here in Georgia. Look up local tree houses for rent in whatever city or state you're in. I'm pretty sure they have them, and rent it out for the weekend, and I promise you, you won't regret it. Number 7 is similar to number 6, and that's the cabins. Last year I went to the cabins for my daughter's birthday, and one thing that stood out to me was that I did not feel any temptation whatsoever to want to eat or drink. Most of the time we spent was in the cabin, and I think most people do spend their time in the cabin because they want to get their money's worth, which is completely understandable. So you have to buy all of your food. So you have to buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and make sure you cook all of your food, especially if you're planning on having a cookout. Some cabins come with a grill. So you are in full control of what goes in that kitchen. And that's the luxury of going to cabins. When you go to resorts, you don't have that option. You don't have a kitchen, and even if you have a kitchen, you have all of these restaurants like throwing food at you. Some of them are included in your package, so you don't even have to cook. So that's the luxury of going to a cabin when you're on a raw vegan diet or you're on a juice fast, because if you're purchasing that cabin, baby, you are in full control of what goes in that kitchen, and that's what it's all about. So the next time you plan your trip, whether it's a winter trip, summer trip, spring trip, fall trip, whenever you decide to go, make sure you do it at the cabin. Let's get into number 8, but let's switch it up a little bit. Let's say you want to go overseas. Where would you go? Where would you go? You would go to Egypt. That's where you would go. And why? Because it will boost your self-awareness. It will make you feel more connected to Mother Nature. And it's an educational experience to learn about your history, because it may even spark up some curiosity about who really built the pyramids, because I'm still betting on the aliens. I don't know about you, but I'm betting on the aliens. So let's travel, let's learn our history, let's grow spiritually, because it's really about a spiritual journey. And if you're trying to heal, I heard those pyramids give off healing energy, so you might just need that. So on your next trip overseas, take a trip to Egypt. Let's get into number 9, because we're not done yet. We're heading over to Costa Rica. Who doesn't want to go to Costa Rica? So there is a hotel there that's called Mother Earth Vegan Hotel. Let me say that again. Mother Earth Vegan Hotel. The absolute best. They only offer vegan and raw vegan food. I'm talking greeting you with tea and not mimosas. Yoga on the rooftop. All natural activities offered is like biking, hiking, skydiving, everything that does not have anything to do with food or temptation. I'm talking massage, rooms full of wabi-sabi decor, earth colors. It's such a great touch, great experience. I'm telling you, this is the place to go if you're trying to enjoy yourself and go to Costa Rica, because I don't think a lot of people speak on that hotel, but I highly recommend it. Go and check it out. If you never heard of it, go and do your research, because baby, you need to. So let's get into number 10, because we getting through it, baby. Oh, and did I mention they only use all natural cleaning products for their hotel? Baby, let's get into number 10. So number 10 is not something I typically do, but I highly recommend it if you have a history of doing it and you enjoy it, and that is camping, because you are in full control of what you eat. Also, you are surrounded by trees, so you're getting oxygen, you're healing, and I'm all for a healing journey, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.